Hey peoples, I'm back with the second video. As you see, the title is below. And yeah, I got me a little bit of coffee left that I just warmed. So anyway, I want to go ahead and say this here. A lot of people don't know why I have certain type of feelings about religion. I've mentioned it in past videos and stuff like that, but things are happening more and more every day that solidify why I feel what I feel, okay? Because you'll get people preaching about something, talking about forgiveness and this and that, and but if you had to sit that person down, I'm sure you'd find out they were telling you something that they didn't do. So I guess I want to say that this will go with the video that I last did and the video about let me see, about giving advice when you haven't been through nothing. Yeah, in an area that you haven't been through. Yeah, that shit's detrimental. So I'll say this video will go along the lines of those two videos. So with that being said, right now with this mass awakening of folks just like, oh, okay, this is what the fuck this is what the fuck that is, just becoming aware of shit, okay? Twin flames and all that good shit, everything, okay, is just moving around, shifting around. But then there's a lot of divine masculines who are still, how do I want to say it? Like what I said on the last video, a lot of them who are still praying for strength, praying for this, praying for that, and telling people that their breakthrough is gonna come, this, that. It's like this. Do you believe yours is gonna come through? Or are you just saying something to make the people feel good? Because if you say that God can do anything, why do you do that outwardly and then you feel defeated on the inside, like exactly what is ordained for you, you can have it. It doesn't matter how long it takes. If it's really yours, it's coming to you. If it's not yours, it's not coming. Okay? And like my twin said a long time ago, we always find our way back to each other. He always said that. I think he said that maybe like 10 years ago. Yeah. He said that 10 years ago. Every time we separated and came back. And it's like this. There was like phone numbers could change. We still found each other. All kinds of shit could change and we still found each other no matter what. Move on certain sides of town. It wouldn't even matter. We still always found each other. So that's not an issue. The big issue is some things that burn my ass that I'm still working on, like not taking to heart. Like when people, and I'm speaking from my own experience, like dealing with this and then dealing with a lot of other people that acted the same way. Like they'll say something in church, get out of church, they have a totally different feeling about it. Like somebody say, forgive people, this and that, but outside it's like somebody did something real small to you and you can't forgive them. Or you got somebody preaching about love and this and that, but you get out of church and you giving your daughter-in-law evil eye because you hate her. I'm like this. I'm not finna profess anything that I don't fucking believe to be true outside of what I'm saying. Like, if I'm telling you, look, I got a problem with people saying one thing to make themselves relevant or look good, and then outside of that can't even take the advice that they just gave. Like, pray and ask God to order their steps or move them around out of this situation, that situation, and God's trying to move you around in that situation, but you just refuse to motherfucking let go. What is it gonna take for you to literally believe what you say? My thing is this: I do not have a disdain for God. I have a disdain for people who claim to be righteous. They claim to be of God. It's like the way you rep God make me not even want to rock with you. You know what I'm saying? It's like God has many facets. God can speak through dreams, visions, tarot cards, like billboards on the outside, anything you can think of, God can do it. It's like, don't handcuff, okay? But then you have folks out here that's just saying, oh, I can only hear from God this way or that way, or in order for me to reach God, I gotta have my hands lifted up and I gotta be shouting at the top of my lungs. No, you don't. Just sitting there in total silence and whispering your prayer to God and saying, speak to this part of me, speak to that part of me. And you ain't got to sit up there doing all the motions and stuff. It's just you being to yourself, and then you're just zoning out on what's the fucking issue. You're not concerned about who's right, who's wrong at that moment. You totally just surrender it all. Now, the answers that you get, how you respond to the answers that you get that God give you instructions, determines whether or not you really legit for truth what you say. You know what I'm saying? If you telling other motherfuckers to get rid of toxicity in their life and you're not trying to get rid of toxicity in your life, to fuck? You're only inviting more toxicity in. If you're not doing something you telling somebody else to do, you're gonna make situations keep popping up in your life to where you have no choice but to do what you always preaching. So be careful with that. Just be careful with that. If you say that nobody's opinion matters except the creators, but then you still won't do certain shit because you feel of how people go, what people gonna say. My thing is like this: I stopped telling people certain shit long time ago that I seen, like, well, yeah, when you say something small and it's good, then you listen. If you listen to those motherfuckers that always want to what if your shit to death, like throw scenarios at your ass, which looking at certain scenarios is good from a certain standpoint. However, when does looking at the what ifs become somebody being a low-key hater? Looking at the what ifs is the what ifs, you know what I'm saying? And if the person already had what ifs and you just bringing those what ifs up, maybe they getting uncomfortable with you because them what ifs fit their motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? But then a person is like, I'm gonna just give you an example. Say you tell somebody, you know, God has really been working with me for me to be able to accept my, say, divine masculine or divine feminine's kids. Because that's something a lot of people don't talk about. If you met your twin without kids, and then they come back and then they have kids, you're going to feel some type of way. That's just the human. And if you say you don't feel some type of way about it, you lying. That's what I'm talking about. People scared to be vulnerable because they too worried about other motherfuckers' opinions. But it took me a hot second. Like, you'll tell somebody that, and then they'll backdoor say, well, how would you feel about being a step parent? Are you sure you can handle that? Are you okay with that? Well, luckily for me, most of the people I've dated already had kids prior to me dating them. So I never took the shit to heart because they came with the kid. And anyway, the kids always freaking loved me. Like, I had one tell me that she liked me better than her mama. When I was like, I guess I was 19 or some shit. I was married, like, not married. I was with a dude that was like 32 or 33. Long ass time ago. My son was little, whatever. He just, I don't know. It's just whatever. He had kids and then he took care of mine like he was his too. His oldest daughter used to say that, yeah, she liked me better than her real mom. I said, don't say that. She say, but no, but look. And then she started explaining why. And I was like, oh, but still though, don't say you don't like her. You still, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not a competition thing, but it's something about being reintroduced to the love of your life with extra prizes that come with them, okay? That's a hard thing to accept sometimes. However, it would be harder to accept the fact that you gave up on the person because whatever. Because sometimes they be trapped in whatever, and a lot of times the divine masculine, sometimes they do want to be daddies, but they probably don't want to be husbands to certain people, whatever like that. I mean, shit happens. Like, you don't have to be in love with somebody to give birth. I mean, that should be common knowledge. It's kind of sort of like how sperm and eggs work, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't determine, oh, does this person love each other? Okay, well then that's how we gonna decide if we gonna nestle up in this womb. No, shit like that just happens how it happens. Okay? You'll have people who will try to present negativity to you just to see how you gonna respond when you say something like that. And it's like, you know what? Other things I had to tell myself. Kids always grow up. Because when I met my twin, my son was 5. My son is 20 now, okay? Kids grow up. Bitter baby mamas have no choice but to back the fuck off. And divine masculines, when you don't say anything, whatever you allow, it keeps fucking getting worse with the more you allow it. So, what you need to do is decide if what you say is what you really feel. And if what you're saying is not what you're really feeling and not what you're really going to do, then you're making God look like a liar. And you're just doing shit for show. I can't sit up and tell people shit about something that I don't fully believe. Me and my twin is too much the same, and it's like, I see what that looks like for one to be living their truth unapologetically. When I say living their truth unapologetically, meaning that if I tell you I like this kind of music or I like that kind of music, or I prefer to research things that I say that I believe so I can know the real meaning of shit, you know, and not letting nobody fucking lie to me, and try to, you know, they play on your insecurities, be like, oh, you gotta come to church because this, that, or whatever. Here's the deal. If you notice, church closed. And the people that swore up and down being inside a church or they was gonna go to hell, well, guess what? All y'all extra spooky folks, that mean y'all going to hell. But anyway, for the folks that don't think like that, a building is not a fucking church, okay? A building is not freaking church. Church is where 2 or 3 more folks have like the same agreement on the inside, gathered, like this, like the common shit. How they feel about certain things, how they feel about the universe, how they feel about God, this, that, whatever, and the third. That's church. When you get amongst like-minded folks, bouncing off ideas, maybe one person know a little bit more than another. And then church ain't even just that, you know. Who are you helping? Are you telling people shit just to sound good over a microphone? Or are you literally telling people some shit that's gonna change their life if they fucking follow instructions? That determines whether or not you want groupies or you really want growth. Now, when you want groupies, you'll say shit to people all day long that you won't try. Do better, be better. I mean, I had to realize that there was a lot that I literally had to sit and think about. And for the betterment of myself, I had to omit some things. If I tell somebody, look, I want to chill to myself, that means I'm going to chill to myself. If I tell somebody I want to do this or that, that means that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? If I tell somebody that, you know, I'm not ready for certain things because I know there's certain shit in me I got to fix, then that's what I literally mean. I'm an open goddamn book. If I say, hey, I love God, but I have like a strong disdain for when people speak of certain things about God, and then they'll try to give instructions to other people like leap of faith, this and that, but you're not even leap of faithing, then shut the fuck up already. I mean, that's just how it is. It's like if you're not doing anything to move forward that you're praying for, then don't fucking share that advice with nobody else. It's like you got to do that, because the difference between somebody seeing you do it and hearing you do it, it makes it more believable when they hear it, when they see you do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell somebody how to get away from things that God don't ordain for your life. Have you not the courage to do those things? You look like a liar when you do that. That's like me saying I'm going to get away from toxic motherfuckers, but yet and still I keep trying to go attract them hoes. Be for real with what you say. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who's really in that situation, and who knows that you're in that situation too. Some people will know your situation looking at you, but they're not going to tell you nothing. And they're not going to move out of their situations. They're not going to stop believing, doing, and whatever it is in their situation, they're not going to stop it until they see you stop it. Y'all both might be in fucked up marriages, and they probably don't got the courage to go nowhere. Or say you and the other person, y'all basically like, God forbid, hope it's not happening, but shit like this happens all the time, that two people not getting beat up in a separate marriage or whatever, and then one is like, okay, well, I need you to show me how to do it. So one decides that I'm not gonna let this person or that person whoop up on me or do something to me, and then they just leave, and they show the other person that's sitting in the abuse, okay, well, I got the strength to do it now because somebody I looked up to did that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you're gonna tell somebody how horrible it was in a specific situation, you got to be doing the work to get out of that situation, okay? You can't be like, oh, well, I know it's toxic, but I gotta stay because of whatever reason. Psh. Guess what? You got more karma to get for whatever reason. Yeah, and all divine feminines ain't that forgiving, you know what I'm saying? They can, like, let you go in love. You don't know who's gonna let you go and who's gonna keep you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to be true to what you feel. Like I said in the other video, I want a goddamn king/emperor energy coming to my ass. I don't want no knight of nothing, okay? No knight of nothing. Knights move slow. Fuck that. I don't need that, okay? Need a goddamn warrior. Chick can do certain shit spiritually, like by herself, send you all that love, and try to keep positive thoughts, not say fucked up shit, because knowing the fact that y'all are connected to us, divine masculine, we try not to, most of us try not to send you no funky ass energy. However, when you're having tower moments, we feel that shit. And that's why I felt the need to say your piece already. Get your balls back already, divine masculine. Those of y'all that's done packed y'all gripped and tipped, shout out to y'all. Ain't nothing but better things ahead, but don't get it twisted to the point that you think that just because you got away from the nasty karmic and then your divine feminine tripping that you just gonna run out there and jump into something. No, heal, okay? Just because you got away. We talked about this in a video a couple days ago. Take time and heal. Make sure anything that you're telling somebody to do, and I keep saying that because I keep having this feeling that it's just somebody is just going hard in the paint about what God can do, but you don't believe it enough to take a step. And the Holy Spirit ended up calling y'all out, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be forced to fucking do what you say. When you say something and you're not doing it, you're gonna keep having moments that's gonna force you into doing that shit. Basically, like the universe is about to make you say uncle. Yeah, to put it in layman's terms. Yeah, so anyway, don't want to make this video too long. But what I am saying is that when you be true to what you want, then what you want to be true to you. Just saying. Can't come half-assed. Don't come with no goddamn knight or page energy, okay? Fuck that. King or emperor, okay? And nothing else. Better come as a shit. You better be king of everything, okay? So with that being said, I'm about to go make me some breakfast, chillax, and be back with a couple more videos later. Talk to y'all then. Bye.